morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at some more cards that have been officially revealed from the upcoming Destined Rivals expansion. And here's the thing, right? Destined Rivals is not very far away at all at this point. Destined Rivals comes out on May the 30th, which means that pre-releases start next weekend. Next weekend you can get out to pre-releases. Right now, we can talk about some new cards that have been revealed. Like, for instance, one that I'm pretty gosh darned excited about. It's Team Rocket's Moltres. It's a new EX. It's a new Fire EX. It's one that I think is looking pretty gosh darn nice. Now, of course, this is a Team Rocket's Pokemon, so it gets the advantage of all of that cool extra Team Rocket support and stuff that it, well, gets from being a Team Rocket Pokemon. And what we've got here is 220 HP, which is frankly none too shabby. And then we got an attack for a Fire double colorless, and it does 110 damage. And during your opponent's next turn, it takes 50 less damage from attacks. So in theory here, you get all your energy on there, you start hitting away, and you got that little bit of extra protection. It's not going to make you invincible or anything stupid like that. What it is going to do is give you that little bit of extra survivability. It's going to make it more awkward for your opponent to be taking you out. And that, frankly, sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Not too shabby. But we've then got one Fire free colorless energy. And you have to discard a Team Rocket's energy from this Pokemon. If you don't, then the attack doesn't work. But if you do, you discard your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it. Like, that's legitimately brilliant. Now, it's awkward because you need 4 energy, and 2 of them can be a Team Rocket's energy, but Team Rocket's energy only actually works as Psychic or Darkness, which means you're not going to be able to actually, use this for everything. You can use it for the 2 or 2 of the 3 colorless energy. That's awesome. But then after that, you will need to, unfortunately, put a Fire and another one on there. So it's not perfect, and I'm not saying it's perfect, but I am telling you it's pretty gosh darn useful now. And any attack that can just flat out discard the active Pokemon, worth noting, you don't take any prizes when you discard the active Pokemon. That is not what this does, okay? But it gets it off the field, and it opens the way for you, and this sounds like fun to me. I don't know. I feel like this one could be good. I feel like I'm a little bit excited about this one. This one could be a fun one. But there's been a full art EX that has gone and been revealed as well. We've got ourselves Electivire EX. Now, I don't know who out there was clamoring for an Electivire EX, but we've got one regardless. If it was you, then as always, do let me know in the comment section. But what we've got here is a lightning type Pokemon, which is very cool. And for just 2 energy, 1 lightning and 1 colorless, you get to deal 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Now, I will tell you here that actually this is kind of annoying, because 60 would be better. There's a bunch of 60 HP evolving basics. And obviously, if you did 70 here, this would be like a legit redonkulous attack. And bearing in mind, it is on a stage 1. It is for 2 energy. So it's not like this is the easiest attack in the world to pull off. But firstly, 70 HP is kind of the standard nowadays for evolving Pokemon, support Pokemon. And of course, with Buddy Buddy Poffin, even where you've got the option of going higher, a lot of the time you'll want to stick at 70 HP, and you want to use the 70 HP version of a Pokemon so that you can search it out with Buddy Buddy Poffin. And you add all of that up together, and you're like, yeah, you know what? This is pretty cool. But it's not, it's 50. You can use Hawlucha, which essentially puts it up to 60. But then again, if it was at 60 normally, then you could use Hawlucha, put 1 damage counter, 10 damage onto each of 2 bench Pokemon, use an attack to do 60 to both of them, boom! Double KO, you're in the lead, jobs are good, and go celebrate. And that's not where we are here. You could always double Hawlucha, but when you've got to use double Hawlucha using up 2 of your bench spots just to support a stage 1 Pokemon that isn't even a single energy, it just feels like a lot is being asked. But weirdly, by email, they also revealed one more EX, and that is Team Rocket's Persian EX, which I believe might have been revealed in an European language, but had yet to be revealed in English. So what we've got is Haughty Order. Reveal the top 10 cards of your opponent's deck for just 2 energy, and yes, Team Rocket's energy will work nicely. And you can choose any attack from any Pokemon you find there. You don't need to have the correct energy. The rule here always is, if you need to have the correct energy to copy an attack, it will specifically tell you, but otherwise, you're good. Yay. Cool. I really like this. One of the problems here is that when your opponent knows what you're doing, when they see your plan, that they can just kind of search all the Pokemon out of their deck, so they're not in there anymore. I love the idea of copying like a Dragapult attack before your opponent's even gotten rolling and just started wrecking their bench. But the reality is, you've got uncertainty here, which is a bad thing. And then you pile that on with your opponent can play around it by just basically trying to search out, any Pokemon you want to attack with, or any Pokemon whose attacks you want to copy is probably more accurate. You can just get them out your deck, and then you're good to go. It's not ideal, frankly, ladies and gentlemen. It's not ideal. As for the second attack, free colorless energy, 140 plus confusion. I'm going to be honest with you, this is not what we're going for. This is not a reason to play the card. Free energy, 140 plus confusion is boring and underwhelming. It's Haughty Order. That is what we're excited about. This is an attack where you can just absolutely, your opponent can be struggling to set up and you can be copying their best attacks while they're struggling to set up. That's clearly hilarious. If you can make it work, it's going to be awesome. And you may notice that Team Rocket's Giovanni was revealed at the same time here, which lets you switch your opponent's Pokemon, one of their bench where they're active, after you switch your active Team Rocket's Pokemon with a benched. So you have to switch a Team Rocket for a Team Rocket before you use this. It is for Team Rocket decks, but when it comes out, it's just really good gusting. Gusting and switch, you add that together, yeah. Obviously, my reveal for Destined Rivals was the whole Porygon line. And, Team Rocket's Porygon-Z does 20 damage for each supporter card with Team Rockets in its name in your discard pile. Plus, you can discard 2 to draw 1. Really nice for, getting those supporters into your discard pile. Works quite nicely. This is a redonkulous supporter. It looks like Team Rocket decks might actually be viable. And this is a good thing. And certainly Team Rocket's Giovanni will help massively. Now, there are some other reveals we should have a look at here, which are slightly less big, but no less awesome. Team Rocket's Meowth, the illustration rare thereof. Look how adorable it is. This is obviously the one that evolves into that Persian I just showed you. Do bear in mind, this is actually very important as kind of a gameplay ruling thing. Team Rocket's Meowth evolves into Team Rocket's Persian. Team Rocket's Meowth does not evolve into Persian, and Team Rocket's Persian does not evolve from Meowth. That is very, 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 very important. Do bear that in mind. It's a ridiculous illustration rare. It's absolutely wonderful, and yeah, I like this, ladies and gentlemen. I like this very much indeed. This is going to be one of the best illustration rares to pull from your box, just so we're aware. Now, they've also got a revealed over on Twitter. They've done a few reveals, including the Arven Squovit. Lovely Kato artwork. It is actually really nice for getting rid of tools, but mostly here it's just an adorable Pokemon. It's going to be evolving up. When it does, it's going to be so much bigger and more impressive. For now, it's not there. And then Diplin, single energy, 50 damage, and you put an energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand. The unfortunate thing is here that I can't really take any Diplin seriously at this point. Because anytime you've got a Diplin that you're thinking about playing, you could just play the one from Twilight Masquerade with Festival Lead, which for a single energy does 100, assuming you've got a full bench. And if you got the Festival Ground Stadium in play, you get to do 2 attacks. Not to mention the one on screen is actually the redonkulous illustration rare, and yeah. It's not that I don't love Diplin as a Pokemon. Diplin's cool. It's one of those awkward situations where we've already got the best Diplin, we ain't getting a better Diplin. So there we go, nice little roundup of the reveals that have come around from Destined Rivals. Do remember, of course, that we are going to be starting pre-releases next weekend. It's going to be awesome, and I want to hear from all of you guys about how excited you are for pre-releases. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Get us! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Dojo, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross and you've been watching PTCG Radio.